He listened to what my standards for performance are, which is what supervisors are supposed to do, and what I'm willing to do to teach him the requirements of the job. He was humble. He was humble. I'm reading these words and I can barely believe I'm reading them. He was humble and matter of fact when he said he felt that the job I described was simply too much for him. The job was too hard. I was not disappointed or contemptuous when I simply told him that I really appreciated his honesty. I will have him in the room with me when I call the main office, and I request that he be transferred to a job that doesn't require this particular set of skills. So it turns out this guy isn't an unteachable moron, which, the supervisor at least entertained the possibility of. No, he's just overwhelmed by a job that appears to be too much for him. So let's get a job that's different. Maybe not even easier, just different. I've hired many people in my life in business, and I'll never forget the lady that I almost fired and discovered that she'd just simply never been taught her job by her supervisor, who turned out to be me. We need to teach people what their responsibilities are. If they're not willing to learn, you need to let them go absolutely as soon as possible, because that part's not going to change. You can teach somebody a skill, but you can't teach them teachability. And you may discover that the job is simply too much and find something that's more suitable for them. But the supervisor continues. By having the employee there, when I make the phone call to the head office, he can know for certain what I said and know that I was honest about his abilities and his lack of abilities in certain areas. This is a really beautiful thing to read from a supervisor at work.